One time, one time, one time. How y'all doing out there? Let me get myself together. So, I got an announcement to make. But first, let me let y'all know one thing. You are now tuned into the big boy Sha'oba McCoy. And I got to give you some information. If you saw the title pop up, then you know what I'm talking about. We're making a change that I never thought was going to take place for my little small business video production company. If you don't know, I have a company called Great King Visuals, and we focus on fitness, film, and photo work. You know, because this is a small business and it's financed, run, and managed by myself, I have to make decisions based off furthering the business, right? It's not just me take with a camera out here shooting stuff. That's not the purpose of all this. It's actually to run a business. Over the last year, I was ready to do an upgrade for our cameras and our whole structure of our company so that we are more efficient. So I've been looking at different cameras. I was actually going to jump into the Z Cam line of cameras early this year, but then the pandemic happened and that kind of put me on pause to pulling the trigger to buying those cameras, because at the end of the day, innovation happens so fast with cameras that I felt when the time was right and we started really doing the work that we were not going to be able to use these cameras in the future. Like the return on investment was not going to be good for us. So I put a pause to that, right? So I think that if you can look at the way that I'm going to do this live stream and how I'm moving forward with the whole channel, the process, you'll see why I'm going this direction with the company. Now, I got to get used to putting the fingers in front of the camera and stuff of that nature, because it just is what it is. All right. So I'm going to transition to the slide, and I should have put up the macros. I'm still learning stuff. I got to pull up my macros, I realize. And if I pull up my macros and the keynote macro, bear with me, but I think I got it. It might mess up, but we're going to figure it out right now. I'm going to hit it right now and see where we at. Keynote macro. You're not there. Okay. That's not what I was looking for. So what I'm going to do is play the slide, and I'm just going to talk. And then we'll go with what we have to go with, okay? I'm just going to play the slide. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to play the slide. Because there's some things I'm still working out with the A10 Mini that I haven't figured out. I did figure out, but I don't have that muscle memory yet to really work it. So I'm just going to play the slide. Here's the slide. So I'm going to cut to the slide. It's ready. So boom. A new direction. A new direction for my company. Let me start going through the slides with you guys so y'all can see what's going on. Here we go. You might see some things on screen. I'm still working on some things. Let me get this right. We're going full on black magic design. The reason why we're going this direction is one thing is I got my hands on an A10 Mini Pro in the fall time because I wanted to change the structure of how I was doing all my videos, right? And I fell in love with the A10 Mini Pro. I saw the potential of making this a little bit easier just to do the work. Did my live stream go die? Did it die on me? Yo, that might be the first thing I got to check out. Did it die on me? Let me see. It looked like I don't know if it stopped or not. If it stopped, I'll do it again. But it looked like something might have just happened just now, and I'm not too sure what just happened. Again, I'm still working out the kinks, but what I was saying, so I went to the A10 Mini Pro and this structure to do all the work because it just made more sense for me. And if anything is happening wrong, it's really user error. It's not the product. Now, this product did have some inherent drawbacks. Simple things like there was no air jack. There's no way to use both. Well, record the program on a hard drive and use it as a webcam at the same exact time. There's limitations, right? So we went and did something right quick. I'm gonna move to the next slide. Getting used to this right here. Well, rather, this is why we went there. So anybody knows about me, I'm a big Apple fan, right? We use a lot of Apple products and this, that, and the third. I might gotta stop this and start this because this is bothering me that I see in the small screen this is not working properly. And this is, again, it might be user error on my end, but I gotta make sure these little kinks are taking place or fixed. So I'm gonna stop this live stream. I'm gonna go back and look at it, okay? I'm really curious about something right now that I'm not seeing properly in the regular screen. Let me just really look at this here because something is not looking right. I got a warning. Oh, I think it's user error. It's user error. Yeah, it's user error. I think so. It's user error. Everything is all right. Okay, so it's not them. It's me. Again, I'm still getting used to this whole structure, and I'm going to put it back how it is back on the lower screen. But long story short, so I'm an Apple user. I live in the Apple ecosystem. I use everything that is Apple. I use the Apple Watch, iPads, computers, iPhones, and so forth. I got multiple iPhones for different purposes. I even have like the earbuds and all that other stuff. And I find that this being in that ecosystem, it works for me. And as a small business owner, working in a ecosystem that have everything that's similar. Well, everything that works together in that ecosystem actually bodes better for me for the movement of my company. Is when we get stagnated and we try to make different items work together that maybe don't naturally work together, is where I find that we're slowing down, and time is money, right? And so I find that to be my biggest problem. Time is money, and I'm just slowing down the process of everything. So the best thing for us has always been working with Apple products. At least me working with Apple products and just making others to conform with that. And with that being said, last year I began working with all these companies for all our products. All our light fixtures come from Aputure, right? When it comes to video work, it's all Aputure-based work, Aputure-based items. That's what we use. Straight Aputure stuff, right? For photography work, we use Godox. Godox lights, they just work for us, right? Everything is Godox. Even the soft boxes are just Godox. It just makes more sense for what we're doing. For photography work, we only use Canon cameras. I don't use nothing else but Canon cameras. And yeah, there are limitations to certain cameras, but we just won't. It's just that the muscle memory just makes more sense for us. For lenses, we use Sigma lenses for mostly everything. That includes photography work and some video work. I do have other lenses that I use for video work that I just choose to use, but they all basically the same exact lenses. There's also the whole lens family. For accessories, I use small rig. I stay there because I know that all those accessories can be used on different rigs, different things. Like they call it Legos for your camera rig. I guess you're gonna call that whatever you want to call, however you want to call that. That's the reason why we do it, because I can repurpose those pieces to create a different rig for our cameras. So with that in mind, I stayed right here, and these companies, good or bad, has been good for us because I know what to expect. I know the limitations. I know how to get around those limitations. I don't have too much downtime when I'm transitioning. Like right now, we transitioned to the R5 for our photography work because I know the system, at least 2/3 of the system from the old cameras we use, our Mark IIIs, 5D Mark IIIs. I know the system, so it's like it's not going to be a major transition. And that downtime is very important for me just growing my company. So These are the companies we work with, we use to further my business, Great King Visuals. That's what we do. So moving forward with that, and knowing that we're going to the Blackmagic design platform for everything, which is hard for me because as a Final Cut Pro editor, I really invested a lot of money into the Final Cut Pro ecosystem, all these plugins and things, and I'm not too sure how those are going to translate to where it's going to Blackmagic. I don't know. But we're going to see how it works out. But with that being said, this is what we did so far today. A big thing. We went and purchased. I wish I had my face on the screen. I got to fix that macro. But no, whatever case may be. That's me just talking out loud. We went and purchased an A10 Mini Extreme ISO, right? Because this particular product is going to fix certain problems that we had with the A10 Mini Pro that we can utilize this particular product for live streaming for our clients. Also, it can be repurposed for all of my tutorials that I'm going to have coming up. The courses I'm about to put together for the whole platforms that I'm working with. So it's like it has so many dual purposes for me that I just had to get that. So I got the ISO version. I ordered the ISO version today. It's coming sometime next week. I also ordered a streaming bridge. I ordered the streaming bridge for one particular purpose, because colleagues of mine who are doing YouTube work have streaming bridges, or I have A10 Minis. They have some kind of A10 Mini product. And I know that I want to bring them in and to do interviews into my space. So I got one A10 Mini bridge for right now. I'm possibly going to get a second one because I saw something that Photo Joseph did with 3 A10 Mini bridges and how you brought 3 people inside. I thought that was real cool. I'm probably going to get a second one, but right now I got one. Just to put it into the workflow. You see down here I got 2 Blackmagic Design 6K Pros. Those are coming. I didn't order those yet because there is some quality control issues that I want to make sure are taken care of before I bring those on. Cause that's an investment. That's gonna be like a $6,000 investment, if not more, just to bring those on. Probably more than $6,000. Because I got to get a cage. I got to do some certain things for that so they can work with my rigs. Then we have 2 of those, and then I'm probably gonna get some. I'm getting some other products. Again, I'm going full in on Blackmagic products, Blackmagic Design products. We're going full in. That's crazy because last year you heard me talking crazy about Blackmagic Design. But one thing is when you're dealing with a company that's in one ecosystem, everything's just gonna work better together, right? You're gonna have limitations, but it's easier for them to have innovation to fix those limitations. So you can move forward because I identify limitations that I have right now. So I can't do this, I can't do that. And I don't like that. So this is real important for me. The next step, right? Let me get to my mouse. What I'm predicting is that they're going to have a full frame Ursa Mini Pro coming. Maybe 12K, maybe not. When that comes, that's going to be my A camera for my company. And I say that to you because I've been watching other people in the space like Still Moving. It's a company, a UK company, and all they use is Blackmagic Design cameras and products for their in-house productions. They might rent out other cameras and things, but that's all they really use. And I looked at that. I said, why am I killing myself to be down with the Reds and all this other stuff? Yeah, that stuff is good, but why I'm killing myself? My company's not there yet, right? I don't get those clients yet. So everything's a stepping stone, right? This camera currently is $10,000. Kitted out, it's probably $15,000. Right? But this will be the pinnacle for my company for a couple of years. So I'm hoping the full frame version come out because I've been investing in full frame glass, cinema glass. Not high end, but no, full frame cinema glass. I'm hoping that this camera comes out, but if not, I will go with the Super 35 version of this camera. After, I guess, the fall, I'm thinking it's gonna come out in the fall, to be honest. And then I'm hoping they're gonna have new Blackmagic Pro 4Ks coming out, which will then I can then add into the live streaming situation. You see what I'm saying? I can add that to the live stream situation. Then I have 4 cameras. I have 2 Blackmagic Pros 6Ks, and I have 2 Blackmagic 4Ks. Right? Because I still have a lot of micro four thirds lenses that I want to get more use out of. But I'll have that ecosystem going on, and I really like that. I really like that process because everything's all the same. So when I need to do a project for somebody, I can simply go there. Cut back to myself. I can simply go, bring those cameras. I know how everything works. Everything's working the same exact way. There's all the same interfaces happening around. They all look alike. Though it's not a whole bunch of guessing. It's just plug and play, and it's working. I bring it inside. Everything works together. So I like that ability to have that muscle memory taking place. Right, so that's what we're going at right now. I just want to put a video out for that right quick because I'm also trying to figure out, making sure I work out the kinks in this live streaming platform way I'm doing things right now. And I'm just a person. I'm just gonna hit play. I'm gonna hit play. I'm gonna play it out and see what's going on, and go back and look at it. So I'm signing off to let you guys know this is the direction we're going in. I put a link in the description for the A10 Mini Extreme ISO inside the show notes, and also a link to the streaming deck inside the show notes. I'm calling it show notes for a reason. They're inside there. So I hope you guys, if you want to get it, go down there and get it. But right now, that's what I'm ordering. When they come inside, I'll let you know. I'm not gonna do a comparison of the A10 Mini Pro and ISO. This podcast is doing that, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm not trying to be the same dude as everybody else, right? So, but I'm gonna have them inside. I might talk about it. I might talk about anything I see that I don't like. But I kind of like the idea of doing long-term reviews after a while. So I'm going to put it in use. I say maybe 6 months down the line, I'm going to do a review about the unit. I think that's the way I want to do things. So you're not gonna get a review right away for me. You're not going to do that. What's going to happen is after 6 months, I'll let you know how I feel about it, what I think can be improved on it, because I need to get that muscle memory with the units and really go through it, right, and use it on a day-to-day basis. So that's what we're doing. So at the end of the day is stay posted, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell when more things are happening. I can let you know this is going to be the format. I'm out. Deuces. Let me cut this off now. Get my